Alright, welcome. So we have our toilet here, and when we hit the flush, water goes roundy roundy, but doesn't go downy downy. We place the flapper valve in and everything's been set. So at this point, there's some obstruction in the toilet. The only way to get it to flush is dump a cup of water down. There's that power jet that comes out from here, and I'm thinking that's plugged by parts from the old flapper. But we're all set up. We got our new toilet. We got a bag to put the old toilet on. New toilet's in the box right here, and we got some tools. So first things first, we're going to shut off our water. First to do that, pour a tank, goes all the way up. We'll go ahead and shut the valve off. Now the valve's off. Now we'll go ahead and flush the toilet again. Let all the water drain out of that tank. Water draining out of the tank. I'm going to go get a plunger and I'll be right back. Alright, so while I took the pause, I went ahead and unpackaged everything. So we have all of our pieces here. Alright, we got some tools out. We got our nuts and fasteners. Those are some of the old stuff. I did get a new wax ring, which this one came with one. So we'll use the one that came with it. And if we have to, we'll use that one. But first, we need to plunge all the old water out of this thing. Don't worry, I'll fast forward it for you. Get this a little lighter by getting this guy out of the way. You want to make sure all the water's out of the tank. That's what you got in there. Now, after we got all the water out of the tank, we need to unfasten the toilet. Alright, so underneath that cap and the cap on the other side, it's going to be a couple fasteners. So a screwdriver or a knife or something. Might even be able to just pick them up off. Nope. That one off. Got that one off. Go ahead and get our wrench out. Not sure the size there. It's probably half, which is what I haven't grabbed yet. And we'll undo the fasteners. We did undo the one on the other side. Now we'll undo this one on this side. Now our toilet's free. Water's off. We need to disconnect the water supply line, just hooked up underneath the toilet here. Hopefully you can see that. It's hooked up right there. Get our toilet paper out of the way. A lot of times, yep, hand tight. That's all they really need to be. Although this one was leaking just a touch. So when I put it back together, I might need to put it back together a little harder. Alright, get a utility knife. A lot of times there's a bead of silicone around this. They did a really bad job of flipping this house, as you can see. Our toilet's free. I'm going to lift up our toilet. Put it from one side to the next. There's a bag right there ready to take it. We got a bag a little bit like that. Get all the water so it doesn't drip out. Alright. Now, we have a big ugly hole in our floor. I'm going to grab some more tools here. I should have paused for that while I clean all that up. I'll be right back. Alright, now that old wax ring is toast. For one-time use only. So we got ourselves. Whoop. There's no pocket, touch it. Alright. Okay, this is all sorts of good stuff in here. Maybe that's that old stuff. This is why working on RVs is so much nicer. They use rubber. I really want to get all this old wax out. I don't know if we're going to or not. All that old shit is in there. Now our new kit supposedly has new stuff in it. So I'd like to see what's in here. New wax ring. New 2 volts. 1 new toilet. Now obviously, if you look at the wall behind the toilet here, you can tell what wonderful job flippers do. I'll have to fix that later, but when I do that, I'm only going to take the tank off. That needs to be taken off at that point. We do have new T-bolts and new hardware here. New caps and everything else for it, so we're going to use all of that. I'm going to get these old ones out of here. I'll go in that bag of disgustingness as well. I'll go ahead and put our T-bolts in. T-bolt in. It's spun around where it needs to be. Alright. Lots of washers are there. Get ready to set the new base in. Make sure there's nothing on the bottom of this. Everything looks good and pretty in there. Alright, everything looks good there. Get ourselves sitting pretty there. A new wax ring. Set her down. And put this in, it's just going to smush everything together. Alright, there you go. Grab a washer, not down. Washer, not down. Of course, they change sides. Alright, we're down nice and solid now. So the bowl is in where it needs to be. Now we need to start putting together the rest of the toilet. So the internals came pre-assembled. So all we got to do now, set that upside down for a second. We're going to place our gasket in here. Do I have Vaseline in my tote? Now I have Vaseline in this tote. Kitchen counter. So when we're putting RV toilets together, they use rubber seals like this. And it works great. It helps seal a lot better if you just put a thin coating of Vaseline on the sealing surfaces. Helps kind of soften the rubber up a little bit. Makes everything slide together, stick together really well since it's all brand new clean. I'm not worried about touching it. We gotta go there on everything. I'm gonna go ahead and pinch all that together. A little bit of this here and wipe the slimy stuff off. Now take this, flip this over, and set her in place. Always a bonus. Not sure if you can see that or not. Bolt, rubber washer, metal washer, and a nut in place. So he's gonna, one goes right there, the other goes in that hole. That's a bolt. washer. You can vaseline these too, if you like. Air washer. And air. Let's look at the here. Like this. I'll push it. I'm going to take it down first. I'll go ahead and do an extension ratchet work too, I guess. I can get down a little better, but they're right here. Now we hook up our water line. Hopefully she seals. Ooh, no. This one's shorter. I'm going to have to go back to the store and get parts. We're not going to be able to use this. That's a bummer. But I can finish showing you how to assemble the toilet, because it's not much more after that. So back goes on. Nice, we're even. Alright, stay tuned for when we get the new hose that we need to put it on. And we're back, hopefully with the right parts this time. Let's see, there's our connection there. Like I said, you can put some Vaseline on that too if you like. Yeah, thread's on that time. Push that guy down. Get a wrench out. Tighten that guy up. Alright, now of course we get our bucket out. Alright, we're filling there. Back of our tank's filling. That's got to get reset into there so it fills up down inside the tank there, which I kind of filled last night with water. So let's see what happens. Let's try to take the knob off there and press that stuff out behind it. For those of you who've never seen the back of the toilet tank, it looks like. I already do the floors when I do that. I saved out of the wax ring I had. So that'll go in there. On floors, as you can tell, we're done by a flipper. Alright, let's see if this actually flushes on its own or not. Well, look at that. And you saw that jet at the bottom. That's what's supposed to happen. Now it'll flush pee and poop, hopefully. Have a great day.